Pohlman. He'll play his final game in the orange and brown and graduate this week as well. So go ahead with questions for Chris.
Just kind of the same thing I started Gabe off with. I mean, for you, what's this week been like? Knowing it's wrapping up.
It's been different. It's not something I'm used to. Every year I've played football, I've always had the opportunity to look forward to the next season at the end of the year. Knowing that there's really not going to be a next season is different, but at the same time it gives you more of a desire to prepare harder, to go out the right way, to end the season the right way, to win a bowl game. So yeah, it's different, but I think it's different in a good way, and it can be in a good way for our team.
So you graduating, bowl game, are you thinking about this week, your future, like what's next, like what's going through? It seems like all the big things that could happen in somebody's life are kind of happening in 1 week for you.
Yeah, this whole semester's honestly been a whirlwind for me because I've had more responsibility in the football field than I've had in the past. I've taken classes, obviously, and then applying for jobs as well. So it's been a whirlwind for me, but with a busy schedule, I feel like you guys take things one step at a time. And right now, the first thing that's on my mind is winning a football game. So I focus on that when I'm at football, and when I'm away, try to study for exams as much as I can, and get through the semester, and then end my academic and my athletic career on the right note.
Have you noticed a difference in practice with the demeanor, good or bad?
Yeah, I think our demeanor this week has been different than it has been past weeks. I think in a better way. We've been getting after it a lot more. I know a lot of guys have a bad taste in their mouth after the MAC championship game, after the way the season ended in general, really. And it's been a renewed vigor, I guess you could say. People are getting after more, hitting each other more, getting on each other more to practice hard and get after it, because guys on the team want to end the season the right way, the seniors and everybody else.
Is there a sense of frustration?
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be a lie to say that the kids on the team aren't frustrated, and I think it'd be hard not to, because I think there was a feeling throughout the whole team that we had the ability to do a bunch of really good things this year. We did have a successful season, but obviously not reaching all the goals we wanted to reach. And there is frustration there, but hopefully the frustration can lead us towards practicing harder, preparing better to win one more game and go out the right way.
How much is there of a balance is there between frustration and leading that towards a good thing rather than it maybe hurting?
It's tricky because frustration like that can go wrong pretty quick if it turns negative. People start saying things they shouldn't, start being locker room coaches, I guess you could say. It can go bad pretty quick, but that's where the leadership needs to step up and funnel it towards positive things for the team, because majority of the guys are pretty frustrated because majority of the guys obviously want to win a MAC championship this year, and that didn't pan out for us. But I think this week in general, the demeanor the coaches have, the demeanor the players have, the frustration is getting channeled into positive things for our team going forward in this bowl game.
How do you deal with basically a road game? They're basically a home team. It's their home state, they're from Mobile, so it's in Montgomery, not that far, I guess, away, a little easy drive for their fans. Playing in a hostile environment, are you guys thinking about that and knowing it, or what have you done to try to deal with it, or do you block that out and just look at it as a different game? Because again, it is kind of a home game for them.
Yeah, it's definitely been brought up by the coaches. And this week and the past week, we've been playing loud music in the indoor, which will help with a noisier environment, depending on how noisy it'll be down there. But we've discussed the fact that it's a home game down there, and honestly, a lot of times it's home game for them down there. A lot of times it's fun playing in those environments because it's a little bit enjoyable coming out to a crowd that's booing you and being able to walk off the field with them not saying much. And hopefully that'll be the situation, honestly. But it'll be a good atmosphere, I'm hoping, and I'm hoping the fact that it is close for them, that we'll get a pretty good attendance fan-wise.
What do you guys know about South Alabama?
We've obviously been breaking them down for a couple of days now. They're a hard-nosed physical football team, and they're gonna scrap and fight for a win. They're tough, and that's what they're gonna play, and they're gonna play 4 quarters. Get in specifics, but at the end of the day, they're a tough team that's going to go out there and try to win a football game.
Earlier you said you thought you had a successful season. What made this season successful?
You know, there's a lot of things that went wrong in terms of losing the last 3 games we played. We didn't beat a team in the West, which was really, really frustrating for me. Not winning a MAC championship game was frustrating. But at the same time, we won 7 games. We had a winning season. We did win the MAC East. And in a season like this, where there are a lot of things that went wrong compared to how we felt they should have coming into the season, I feel it's a little necessary to look at the successes instead of dwelling on all the negative things all the time. And like I said, we won the MAC East championship. We had a winning season, and we had a win against a Big Ten team. Now, those are successful things, and you know, a lot of times I like to look at the successes more than the things that went wrong.
The news that came out today about the parental joke, how does that not become a distraction? How do you guys just make sure it's just focused on football?
Yeah, those types of things are always difficult to deal with, but like I said earlier about having a busier schedule, you got to focus on the things that are in front of you when they are in front of you. Being at practice, it needs to be about practice. Breaking down film needs to be about breaking down film. You kind of need to shut everything else down outside of football when you're in football, you know, and that's the way to keep it from not being a distraction, and those things will get handled by the people that need to handle them, and all we can do is handle playing football and practicing. So.
How much are you looking forward to the bowl experience coming up here for you?
Fortunately, being here the past couple of years, we've been able to play in a couple bowl games, and they were all really good experiences. You get treated pretty well, and I know the Camino Bowl will treat us great, and it's going to be a fun experience because we're going to get to go down there with you know, 100 or so guys and hang out with your guys on the team and have a good time, because there's not many times in life when you get to bring, you know, your closest friends with you and go participate in a bunch of fun events, and at the end of the week you get to play in a football game. So it'll be really enjoyable.
Anything else for Chris? All right, thank you.